Hey everybody, well welcome back. I have not been able to do some content lately because of some personal issues and then the fact the Steam client was broken for a week. But I just want to quickly go over the cards that got me to Infinite. Infinite was achieved while the Steam client was broken. In short, I started in the 70s. I worked through the 70s using Sandwave. It didn't have Jeff, it had Lizard in it. Lizard has been nerfed since we've last played, hence why Jeff is in here now. But this is the deck I used to get through both the 70s and to the 90s, so this was the deck that I actually hit Infinite on. It's great with the nerf to Sandman and the nerf to Lizard. It obviously took a step back, but a deck architect like this is still quite valuable, and I would recommend it if you are having to get that last minute push to get into Infinite before the season ends. The other decks that I used to get into Infinite, Dracula got me through a little bit of the 80s. Pretty simple stuff, low cost, high value cards early. Get down Dracula, try to hit him with one of the big boys. Get down Sentry, Viper over the Void. Pretty simplistic little setup, it worked pretty well. And the other card I used in the 80s, and probably the one that pushed me through the 80s, was this Shuri deck. There was, instead of Captain Marvel, Red Skull when I did the leveling. It was a traditional Shuri deck. If you've seen them, you've seen one, you've seen them all. Low cost, high value cards early. Get down Armor, get down Cosmo, get down Shuri, double the card, hopefully hide it behind one of Cosmo or Armor. Can't really do the Cosmo one anymore. And then Taskmaster and win. It's a lot of power. Don't need to get into this deck. It's been seen a million times and it's been nerfed, and I would make sure, if you want to play a Shuri deck, to really focus in on what you need to do to get your card doubled. And the easiest way I could say it, I think this text could be cleaner, is if you play your next card here, and here means not where Shuri is, but where Shuri was played, double its power. So if Shuri comes down, she's revealed, and she's moved by some means, be it Asteroid M or Magneto or whatever, you have to play the card where she was initially deployed to double. As an example, if you drop her, she reveals, and someone plays Arrow, pulls it over, you have to deploy your card to be double where she was revealed. Now, if you play the card and you get arrowed before she reveals, then you have to play the card where Shuri is at. It's a little confusing. I kind of hope that they reword this a little bit, but this is a mechanic that's apparently existed with Hawkeye and Rescue and other cards of its ilk for a while, so there you go. Now, I am going to show you a few different decks that I have been playing with as of late. I want to show you guys the Shuri Lock deck. Lots of fun, very high meta with ongoing cards, so we're going to give this one a look. We're going to give this Mill deck a look. You've basically seen Mill in other games. You may not have seen it in this, but the purpose of it is really try to remove cards from your opponent's hand and deck. We're going to take a look at this Death Monkey deck, which is a deck that starts off bounce, but midway transitions into a destroy deck to kind of get low cost onto death and hopefully float on 5, Moon Girl on 4 to get a really explosive last play. And we're going to take a look at this Toxic Avenger deck, which is a deck that has been created and really refined by a content creator called Dexter, which I highly recommend you guys checking out. So those are the decks we're going to play today, so let's get to it. Alright, first up, the Toxic Avenger deck. This one's fun. Let's see how it goes. Got Viper in hand for the big bop, so I got Sentry, which is good. I'm going to get down Cage early. Another discard, so they have lost Swarm and Sif. Don't really have a good 3-play. Not going to use Carnage, Hazmat, or Viper here. I don't love not playing there, but we are definitely going to play in the Sentry here. So the Sentry will put a Void on the other side. We're going to get rid of that Void with Viper. To the other side. I don't really... I'll drop Carnage down here so he can chomp up Viper after we've moved it over to get a little bit more power on Lataguna. Alright, so they have done the big wipeout with MODOK. Probably coming down with Hela next turn. I think they've ramped their cards up a little better than me, so they might be in a better position. But I also could really drop some power with Typhoid Mary. Or I can hazmat all of their stuff. Might be the better play. Do like a hazmat. Typhoid Mary situation. That'll give me the +3 that I'll hopefully use to win right. They're probably bringing down Hela, so here comes a lot of power down. Because of that, I thought Valkyrie, but let's see how this works out. Care not about mid. It's all about right, all about left. There we go. We win left, we win right. Profit. There is a great example
Victory.
of how to use this deck. Cage blocked down all the Hazmat. He did a big drop. Hazmat hurts them all. We had these two big boppers, both 410s, and you can see it didn't hurt us at all. That's the Toxic Avenger deck. Alright, let's give Death Monkey a try. Okay, we got a little bit of death to start the game, always good. We got Moon Girl and death itself, which is amazing. Hopefully we can get some bounce. And some kill. Alright. Took out the She-Hulk, KK Sparkles. This is a streamer I know. Okay, so do I get some kill going? I think I have to. I think I gotta kill these guys. He's probably gonna be like, what the heck are you doing? Or I do this. I think I'm gonna play leader here, because I don't know what she's coming down with, but I want a copy. Ooh.
Kneel before Galactus.
Ooh, she's trying to disguise a Galactus. Well,
Victory.
don't know what to tell you, KK. Red Carpet Casino. Rolling. Alright, so we got Death and Moon Girl. That's good. We do need to get some turn 1 cards to bounce. We did not get those. Hopefully we can get a draw here, but that really helped Death. They only need to kill one more card to make Death 0, which is good, and I got the Moon Girl here, so hopefully I can get a 1-cost card here. I think I'll just bounce up Mysterio, because basically I'm going to want to duplicate Death and She-Hulk with Moon Girl. Oh, that Killmonger. Oh, you screwed me. So I'll still get 1 She-Hulk and 2 Deaths. Let's go with Death. Let's go with Death. Let's go with She-Hulk. I think Hitmonkey there. Pretty sure I popped up the original, so let's drop another original. Let's go. It's a lot of power I just dropped. That's fine, so Blue Marvel gotta bump his stuff all up. There's the Death, there's the other Death, there's the She-Hulk, there's the Hitmonkey coming in hot. Mysterio with a little bit of spread. Pop, pop. And that is how Death Monkey wins matches.
Victory.
Alright, so this next deck I'm going to play is a mill deck. The whole purpose of a mill deck is to remove cards from your opponent's hand in their deck so that they can't play what they want. Hopefully backing them into a corner far enough that they just don't have any options. I'm actually going to throw Yondu down because I like the ability to perhaps bounce Yondu back to my hand. I'm going to use Cable now, unless I get something else a little bit cleaner. No, we're going to steal a card from him with Cable. Waving. He still doesn't have the Prio. This is smelling like a Galactus deck. I have priority. This isn't going to really mean a whole lot. If this is the turn he brings Galactus down. Let's get rid of his Null. Absolutely a Galactus deck. I could play Black Bolt right, but he's brought down 2 cards. He's given up on Galactus. I think that's my best play. I don't know if it's enough, I'll be honest with you. I can bring out my stuff with Doc Ock. You might snake me some extra points here. I'm more concerned about over here. That's enough. So as much as the mill didn't really affect him too much, you look to see his deck was down to 1 hand. His hand was down to 0. I forced him not to play his Galactus because I got that null out of there. That's about as good of an explanation as I can show you on what the mill deck can do. It made him change his strategy and got us the W. Alright, so this deck right now is probably my favorite of the new ones. This is called Scroll Lock. The whole purpose of Scroll Lock is to basically lock down lanes and use that Super Scroll that is very prevalent right now because of all the ongoing cards that are going for some surprise power that the opponent wasn't expecting. So let's go. Alright, so we're going to drop Armor and Ice. Try to get some disruption on Murder World. He may have thought there might be a death coming there. I wanted to mix that up. He's milling. Oh, that's a dirty play. Respect. Respect on the dirty play. I was going to put Armor mid. I wish I had. I'm going to do a very odd move for him. He's not going to really like dropping down the PX. And then I'm going to drop Claw. I'm not sure I'm going to have the power to win this. I think he's going to be Zoo. And we're gonna try though. We're gonna give it our best. Win left and center. He's probably gonna get me right, but he's gotta pass me right first. So he has Prio. Unfortunately, that's gonna suck for Cosmo. He's just coming down for power. Hopefully, he gives me an ongoing card unknowingly. Didn't matter. Took the win. Very unconventional, but as you can see there.
Victory!
It worked out in my favor because he brought down Claw, which was ongoing, which doubled my power into Professor X. So guys, that's the decks that I wanted to show you. I didn't think I was going to pull that out, but he ended up duplicating my Claw, which then Super Scroll went off. This is a great deck. I think you guys should all try it. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.